Miraculous Ladybug Season 4 finale definitely left us in a pretty interesting spot for the show. Honestly, probably the best spot it has ever been since the series started. After finishing the finale, I definitely needed a minute to process my thoughts and think about where we go from here. And I'm glad I did, because we need to start getting ready for not only Season 5, but the London special that's coming out this spring. We're going to be talking about those two things today. I know the Africa special is also coming out this year, but I'm going to let that one heat up a little bit more before I cover it. And trust me, we already have enough to talk about already. Episodes, theories, announcements, so let's not waste any more time. But before that, real quick, just want to say thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, please hit that like button for more Miraculous news and subscribe so you guys know when I upload next. The last time I did one of these season/special news videos, it ended up being my best performing video yet. I guess that's just the power of the Miraculous fandom. But hey, if we can get this video doing the same thing, that'd be really cool. Alright, let's seriously not waste any more time and get on with the video. So Season 4's kind of left Cartoon Paris in a bit of a state. I think a state is a good word for it. This was easily the best finale Miraculous has had, beating my previous favorite finale, Season 2, easily. And I like Season 2, so that wasn't an easy thing to do. And I'm not just saying that because it looked like pure visual beauty, but because of what it did for our characters and where it left them when everything was said and done. So let's go over how Season 5 might pick up where this finale left off. So something I wasn't expecting so soon, we actually have the names of all the episodes of Season 5. So yeah, just okay. These episode titles have been out for a while now, and no one working on the show has disproven them. So even though it's crazy we already have these in our computer screens, I'm willing to trust they're right. Each episode is named after a Kiwami, or more specifically, what that Kiwami is the representation of. If you remember, each Kiwami was created when that very idea or nature of the universe was created. So first was Tiki, she was created when creation became a thing, then Plague with destruction, and so on and so forth. 19 episodes will be named after a concept a Kiwami is based off of. I should also note that we will have 27 episodes this season, which means this will be the largest season of the show yet. So even though everything is upside down, I don't think Thomas is going to escape that villain of the week format that he loves so much. Unlike previous seasons though, instead of just an Akuma or an Amok, I believe we'll be going up against one Miraculous per episode. And at the end of each episode, we'll get that Miraculous back, so Marinette is slowly reclaiming all of the Miraculous lost instead of getting them all at once, which is what Shat hinted at the finale.
We're gonna get them back one by one, until the very last.
This could go multiple ways. One way is with fusion. Similar to Shadow Moth, Gabriel can fuse his Butterfly Miraculous with any Miraculous, which means the guy can have over a dozen names now. Hawk Moth, Fox Moth, Turtle Moth, Drago Moth. We've already seen him start to use and fuse Miraculous powers. That giant Hawk Moth head in the finale, Thomas said that was the Fox Miraculous's illusion power, and the green shield was the Turtle Miraculous. Even Gabriel recognizes that these two work well together. Every episode, we could see Gabriel on the battlefield fighting Ladybug and Chat Noir and using the combined power of his Butterfly Miraculous and whatever Miraculous is the focus of that episode. That's one way, but honestly, I'm not too sure about this theory. I don't think we'll get to see Gabriel himself fighting the heroes every episode, and I think watching him throw himself at these kids and lose every time would make him look bad. So instead, my second theory would have him once again choosing people to fight for him, but with a twist. Instead of going to innocent people and taking control of them, we might see Gabriel go to actual bad people and give them a Miraculous. Zag has said in the past that until now, we've been seeing the good side of Paris, but in future seasons, we will be taking a look at a more darker side. Now, this is just a side note. I tried looking for that quote on the internet. I found it on the Miraculous wiki, but when I went to go look for it again, it just wasn't there. I don't know if I just maybe forgot where it was, or maybe they took it out. If they took it out, it might be because maybe that quote is not correct, or maybe he's retracting what, or maybe Zag is retracting what he's saying, or whatever is the case. I'm not sure. I'm just leaving what I said in just in case, I don't know, like I just can't find the quote and it is correct, and we will actually see what I said we'll see. So yeah, I couldn't find the quote. I can't show it to you guys, but I do remember seeing it. So this is just me putting it in just in case. But I should tell you that when I went to go look for the quote, I couldn't find it. So that's the only thing. So take what I just said about, seeing a darker side of Paris with a very, very small grain of salt. As we get more and more Miraculous, we're sure to see the return of the heroes who use them. The Fox Miraculous is episode 5, so that means we can hopefully see Alia getting her Miraculous back and becoming Rana Rouge again, hopefully soon. I don't know though, we'll talk about Alia in a moment. Not every episode is titled after a Kiwami though. The episodes Reunion, Deflagration, Revelation, Confrontation, Collusion, Revolution, Representation, Confirmation, Action, and Recreation are all episodes that seemingly have no connection with a Kiwami, though that last one might be a reference to Tiki. Those episodes are most likely the episodes that will step away from the villain of the week and maybe be a lot more emotional and story driven. Not to say that the Kiwami episodes won't be emotional, but I personally think that the non-Kiwami episodes will be a lot more character focused. Maybe similar to that Ice Cream Marichat episode. Interesting enough, those episodes not named after a Kiwami will be the only episodes in the whole show besides Felix that won't be connected to a thing Ladybug fights like an Akuma or a Sentimonster. And I say besides Felix, but if he is a Sentimonster, then that would count as an episode being named after a Sentimonster. We will also have two two-parters in this season. The only other time this has happened was in season 2, where we had the Queen's Battle 2-parter and the Hero's Day 2-parter. The first 2-parter is called the Kiwami's Choice, and that episode will have Transmission and Deflagration. Deflagration isn't an episode title based off of a Kiwami, but Transmission is actually connected to the Butterfly Miraculous. Could that be the episode where Gabriel loses the Butterfly Miraculous? Could he lose it that early? And if he does, we'll have it next.
On the first count, but not on the second. The Miraculous are not for you. What? I said I was sent by the Hawkmoth of the future, but I never said the Hawkmoth of the future was you.
Side note, this could also be a flashback episode about how he got the Butterfly Miraculous, and also the Peacock Miraculous, if they got it at the same exact time. The second 2-parter is of course the finale. One of the episodes being called Confirmation while the other is Recreation. Both episodes feel like they'll have to do with Gabriel's ultimate goal, which has to do with reshaping the universe. But that's not where we end, because it looks like we're gonna also get a sort of epilogue episode after the last 2-parter. Action will be the last episode of the season. Remember, this season was supposed to be the finale, so it makes sense that Thomas would like one episode to wrap things up neatly. Who knows, maybe this will even set up future things for future seasons. I feel like this episode will definitely be on the warmer and peaceful side. We shouldn't sleep on the beginning of this season though. Thomas said that the first 8 episodes will be explosive. Among those episodes, we'll have the episode Destruction, which will be about the Cat Miraculous, Illusion, which will be about the Fox Miraculous, so maybe connected to Alia and Lila, and Reunion, which is a mystery episode that's not connected to a Kiwami. Thomas made a similar promise with season 4, saying all the episodes in that season were important or special. While I do think 1 or 2 episodes of the previous season were not as good as he was hyping up, the majority of the season was very different and was a lot more story driven than what we've gotten in the past. So if he says that the first 8 episodes are crazy, I'll believe him. Despite this promise though, we do know that this season's rating has gone down to general audience, but Thomas doesn't agree with the rating, saying that the writing hasn't changed to justify the rating. The previous rating for the show was for older children. I don't know, maybe the people who changed the rating saw something even Thomas doesn't see, or maybe they've just gotten so comfortable with the show that they just figured that everyone can watch it. We'll have to wait and see. I feel like we're also gonna probably get a new opening as well as some different OSTs. I wonder if we're gonna get a new vocal song in one of the episodes. I doubt it, but I guess that's something to look out for maybe. Now I want to talk about the villains because they are very interesting. I believe we've got 3 groups to worry about: Felix, Chloe and Lila, and Gabriel and Natalie. Felix's whole reason for doing things is still very mysterious, but it is connected with the Peacock Miraculous, which he now has, and Sentimonsters, who we saw Felix feel sorry for in the season finale.
Transform into Pegabug and open a portal that the Sentimonsters will fall into.
A portal where?
To some place where they can never hurt anyone again.
I'm sorry.
The episode involving the Peacock Miraculous will take place in the latter half, episode 18, so if Felix hasn't lost that Miraculous by then there's a good chance that that episode will be about him. But that's what I'm going to talk about right now, because we'll get back to him in a moment. Chloe and Lila are an interesting duo too. We've gotten nothing from these guys in season 4, but because of the look Lila gave to Natalie in the finale and the alliance formed after Penalty, I have a feeling we'll be seeing these two heavily involved in the next season, probably trying to get their own way. There's a strong possibility Gabriel will give the Bee Miraculous to Chloe and the Fox Miraculous to Lila, so there will be a strong team. While we do have an episode for the Fox Miraculous though, Pauline does not have an episode based off of her thing, Subjection. I feel like Thomas is saving her defeat for a special episode. Or maybe she won't be defeated until the finale of the season along with Gabriel. Either way, I don't think the reason why there's no Pauline episode is because Chloe's gonna get some kind of redemption or she'll get to keep the Miraculous. Thomas made it very clear where he stands with her. I just think he plans on making her fight with Marinette extra special and dramatic. I already talked about Gabriel at the start, but I should mention that this is going to most likely be his last season as the main villain. The Aggress storyline ends with this season, so all the open storylines will be resolved here. Emily, Adrian and his father, Gabriel and Natalie, all of these relationships will come to a conclusion. We know that the Aggress kitchen will be a new spot that we'll get to see. Apparently, it was supposed to be introducing Gabriel Aggress, but the creators could only make a certain amount of areas per season. This area is supposed to be important for the story, so maybe we'll have to do with Emily, maybe the family shared good memories in that kitchen, I'm not sure. But I, for one, am very excited to see other parts of the house, and maybe the kitchen won't be the only one. Alright, so now the heroes. Marinette is in a tight spot to say the least. All of the Miraculous minus the Peacock, Cat, and Ladybug are gone and with Gabriel. While she is determined, she might fall back into her old ways and overwork herself to get the Miraculous back, which would be leading too much into an extreme. We also know that she still needs to talk to Chat about her feelings and learn to stop shutting him out. Chat Blanc is still very much in her mind, and keeping that fact to herself might have horrible consequences. One of the episodes is named Destruction, which has to do with the Cat Miraculous. Could that be the episode where Ladybug and Cat Noir finally talk? There are so many things left to uncover because on top of what I just mentioned, we still have Emily to worry about, Sentimonster theories, and of course the big reveal. Another thing that I think is going to be discussed is that big weakness that Marinette has, which is Adrian, especially since there's a big possibility that Felix now knows Ladybug's weakness. So I feel like working with Adrian is something that she's going to need to learn how to do, not only as Adrian but as Marinette too. And I think that her being less nervous around Adrian will also help with their relationship because then they could have more heart-to-heart scenes with each other. Adrian has some stuff to work on too. Mostly it has to do with getting the nerve to be able to express how he truly feels, not only to his father but his friends too. I feel like, especially since the finale, we saw just how much he hides from Nino and everybody else just to make them feel happy. And I feel like he's gonna have to learn how to make himself feel happy by, telling off his dad and telling his friends how he actually feels. Going back to the identity reveal though, will it happen in the very end of this season or will it happen earlier on? If it's the latter, then we'll get to see how they deal with this revelation in this season, and we'll get to see how it'll affect their relationship. I'll say, even without the reveal, Marinette and Adrian's relationship is already different. After confiding in her and how he feels about modeling and working with his dad, Adrian and Marinette are definitely closer. While everyone else will see this lucky model boy, Marinette will know that that's not how he really feels, which might open up the chance for more real conversations, which I think these two desperately need. Something that I'm interested to see is the return of the duo dynamic, but with a twist. Yes, another twist. While things will be going back to the season 1 tag team setup, I feel like with everything that's happened, we can't expect things to feel like they've returned to normal, because after everything they've been through and how much they've grown, Ladybug and Chat Noir's normal just isn't the same anymore. They're different heroes and I hope their time together reflects that. Suha will most likely make a reappearance. I personally feel like his role in season 4 was pretty underwhelming, and I'm sure when he comes back the first thing he's gonna do is yell at Marinette for losing the Miraculous, but I hope after that he acts more like a guide and helps these two learn more about the Order, and also helps them to defeat Gabriel and maybe even be better heroes. In the finale, I was pretty upset to see Alia having to give up her Miraculous for the sake of plot. It just felt like such a huge step backwards, and I hope that's not the case. Hopefully in season 5, even though she doesn't have a Miraculous, she's still able to be a hero in her own way. She's still a reporter and she's still looking for clues, and I mentioned in my Alia video that she might be trying to find out who Hawkmoth even is. So hopefully she is still relevant and she doesn't just go back to her season 1 through season 3 ways. In the finale, when she did give up her Miraculous, we saw that really upset her. So hopefully we also get an emotional episode with Alia as well. Maybe an episode where she is regretting giving her Miraculous. I just really don't want to put Alia in the background just because she doesn't have a magic tool that turns her into a superhero. Speaking of characters, Wilfred Payne, the co-director of Miraculous, said that we'll be seeing a new character from the future. I'm not even gonna tell you guys my thoughts on this because I made a theory video a while ago about the same exact topic. So please go check that out because I think I already know who it's gonna be. So check it out. Check check it out right now. Actually, no, not right now. Finish this video first. I'll leave a link in the comments and in the end of this video so you can check it out after the video. But yeah, check that out if you haven't already. Finally, let's quickly talk animation. So it seems like we all kind of got it wrong. A lot of people, including myself, have said that after season 4, SAMG is no longer working on Miraculous. I think people have been saying that since season 3, honestly. But SAMG has released a statement telling us exactly what's going on. Dear all Miraculous fans, SAMG Entertainment is preparing launch of season 4 in Korea now. I hope we can present the new season in Korea as soon as possible. Also, SAMG has been having great relationships with ZAG and participating as one of the main production partners of season 4 and 5. Jeremy and I are real friends and we respect and care for each other, something much more than just business partners. We're also in discussions with ZAG on the collaborations of many future special movies. Our Miraculous journey will never stop. On top of that, Thomas had something quickly to say about the whole SAMG possible confusion. When Way's World asked, will SAMG be returning for season 5 after all, prayer hands, Thomas said they never left to begin with. So it looks like we were all wrong? I don't know. I find it really weird that they waited until now to clear this all up for us, especially since this has been going on since season 3, since 2020. Maybe things really were unsure for a while and they just patched things up and now they're trying to save face, or maybe we all really did get it wrong. Either way, I'm really happy to see that we are going to be getting SAMG episodes again. We even have a heads up on some episodes they'll be working on. This is from an interview with an animator from SAMG. I quote her literally, "Cute update, yesterday we were ordered 2 episodes to animate and were requested to redo or enhance several separate scenes, about 55 minutes of season 5 runtime overall. Separate scenes are done in co-production with another studio. I was assigned as a lead animator for Revolution, and I should say that this is the animator who previously worked on Ikari Gozen and Puppeteer 2, while another prominent animator, Dusik, was assigned for Action, and Dusik previously worked on Oni-chan and the Party Crasher episode. So it's unclear if that's going to be the only episodes that they work on. Hopefully they work on more, specifically like the 2-parters that we have, and also like, you know, any of the non-Kiwami episodes. But hopefully we'll see them again. We'll also be seeing them in the specials as well. They're also negotiating to do more specials, so hopefully the Africa special isn't going to be the last one. We're gonna have to wait and see. But that's all the news I have for season 5. If there's something I'm most excited for, it's of course the characters and what they're going through. The action, I mean, yeah, it'll be cool to see, and it'll be even cooler if it's good, but this is a season where a lot of storylines will be coming to a close. It's not just Marinette and Adrian I'm excited for, it's Gabriel, Natalie, Felix, Alia, Emily, Chloe, Lila. I want to see where the next season takes these characters. Also Kagami's mom, I mean, like, we still don't know anything about her. What's up with her? And this leads me to the one thing that I am worried about, and it's that maybe the season is trying to do too much, to take care of too many plot lines because the writers waited until now to deal with them. I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. You guys tell me what you think. You worried this might get rushed, or do you have faith things will work out? So the second thing I wanted to cover today was the upcoming London special. If you forgot that was a thing, I wouldn't be surprised because there hasn't been much talk surrounding the special. But if we're following this handy schedule, this shit's coming up soon. We're in spring now, so maybe April or May we should be getting this special. I mean, I hope we at least get a trailer. Shanghai got its trailer 3 weeks before it was released, so the fact that we haven't gotten a trailer yet isn't that worrying or surprising. Hopefully though, we get something soon. Now, it's not like we've gotten nothing at all, so let's look at what we've gotten so far. We know that the character Miss Rose will be in the special. I imagine it's going to be around the same level of relevance as Jessica Keynes and Aeon or Wu. For those that don't know, Miss Rose is an upcoming ZAG hero. She's apparently like this magic British spy, and she has this whole lore of a sister and magic. Zach has said that Miss Rose will be getting her own spin-off show, which would explain the lore, but I feel like Zach wants to make a spin-off of all the characters we meet in these specials. I mean, there has been talks for a Wu spin-off, I'm pretty sure there's also been talks for a New York spin-off, and a Lady Lion spin-off. I think out of all of the promises for a spin-off though, a Miss Rose spin-off sounds like the most likely, just because I heard about her separately before I found out that she was going to be a character in Miraculous. Another thing to note is that while Miraculous hasn't spent much time in London, this is actually the home of Felix. I don't know if this was told to us before, but they do say in the 2-part finale that he is from London. Now, Marinette knows what Felix did. Adrian knows what Felix did, and he possibly knows where Felix lives. So if they are in London, for whatever reason, I mean, Felix could be the reason why they're there, but yeah, if they are in London, I don't know why Adrian at least doesn't check in or try to find Felix. Maybe he will try and find Felix, but he's not there and maybe he's in hiding or something, or maybe he will be the villain of the special. But wow, a few things to talk about. No pictures yet. Hopefully we'll be getting some drawings of characters or some locations real soon. Of course, I'm excited for both of these things. For season 5, this is going to be the end of Thomas's story. Season 4 was good, and if season 5 is supposed to be better, I think we'll have a really good time. As for the special, while we really don't know much, the other specials have been enjoyable, and the feeling of actually being in those locations, at least for me, was impressive, and I'm hoping London does the same thing, but we'll have to wait and see. So tell me what you guys think about the upcoming specials and season. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Check out my future theory. Until then, bye.